Hello and welcome to our new product, Spot the Stock, out every Friday. This follows the launch of our recent new product out every Wednesday, Spot the Sector. So every Wednesday we will teach you a sector, and every Friday we will talk about the biggest stock in the sector. We just launched the energy sector. So today, Friday, we're talking about the biggest energy stock, Exxon Mobil Corporation. I'm Marcello Zanardo, CEO and founder of Mercury Partners Academy and adjunct professor at Ca' Foscari University in Venice. So looking at Exxon Mobil Corporation, they engage in the exploration, production of crude oil and natural gas in the US and internationally, and it operates through upstream energy product, chemical products, and specialty product segments. All the information about the stock, which is free, can be found in invested.com. So all the slides here for your benefits can be looked in detail in their website. You can see the chart of the price performance in the last few months. As we said, we're talking about Exxon Mobil. As you can see, looking at the energy sector composition, the 10 biggest stocks, Exxon Mobil is the biggest one with a market cap of 529 billion, and it weighs for almost 19% of the energy sector composition. If you look at the so-called peers or rivals, you have Chevron Corporation, Shell, Total Energies. So this chart, this table gives you an idea of the 10 biggest players in the energy sector. Looking at the core, if you want, financial overview with ratios coming from different sides, we put the price, the share price, the market cap. All data are a few days old, 20th of September. It's interesting that you start looking, if you want to get to know where the stock is trading, not just many years back, but also the last year back, which is the 52 weeks price range. So it moved from 95.8 to 123.8. Then, of course, important market data like EPS, earning per share, price earning, price to book, the dividend yield. And then as we move forward, we show you the evolution of the main measure from the income statement, so revenue, cost, gross profit, operating income, and net income, and the balance sheet, so assets, liabilities, equity, and so on. Graphically, we show you how 2022 was bumper years in terms of total revenues and net profit, and you see an evolution over time. If we look at the main ratios, financial ratio, profitability ratio, the next few slides show you how the company is behaving towards the industry belongs. So TTM means trailing 12 months, so the last 12 months reported. So the PE ratio is 15.09 versus the industry of 9.72, price to sales 149 to 126, and so on. Profitability ratio is quite important because they're all usually calculated as a percentage of revenues, and it shows how efficient and how profitable a company is. So mainly at gross margin level, so 32 versus 36%, and net profit margin 9.9 versus almost 13%. You need to look at these over time. You need to look at how they compare with the average and how they compare with the industry. And this gives you an overall idea of the profitability of the company and its evolution. In terms of per share financial metrics, another important indication apart from the usual market ratio, EPS, so earning per share, tangible book value per share. You also have the profitability, so return on equity, how profitable they are compared to the equity, the return they make on the equity, and the return they make on the asset, return on asset. Again, company versus industry. You can see also the evolution versus the 5-year average. So are the margins going up or are they going down? In terms of liquidity and leverage ratio, also it's important to see how much debt a company has. So the total debt to equity ratio, long-term to equity are important. And then the dividend yield. We said that teaching the energy sector, it is a sector with a high yield, so they tend to pay a higher dividend. You can see that the company has got a dividend yield in the last 5 years of almost 6%, which is high compared to the industry at around a similar level, which is also high. So we know that the energy sector, it's a sector which is tilted towards value and it's tilted toward yield. That's all from ExxonMobil, the first talk of the energy sector. We'll come back next week on Mondays with Spot the Markets. On Wednesday with Spot the Sector, we'll teach you another sector. And on Friday with Spot the Stock, a new stock belonging to a new sector. Follow the Academy on all our social, support us by sharing the content, and most importantly, keep learning with us. Thank you so much. Bye from now.